In 1973, in the United States, the Roe v. Wade judgment gave women the right to have an abortion before the fetus is viable, outside the womb, or before the 24 to 28 week mark. This judgment enshrined a woman's right to her body. But on June 24, 2022, the United States Supreme Court overturned the constitutional right to abortion. This has divided opinion not just in America but across the world. Abortion rights, which have been available to women for over 2 generations, will now be determined by individual states. According to the Guttmacher Institute, an abortion rights advocacy research group, 26 of the 50 states are certain or likely to ban abortion, and in at least 13 states, the ban comes into effect quickly. The Roe v. Wade case has 2 stages. One was in 1969 and the other in 1973. In 1969, a Texas woman named Norma McCorvey, under the alias Jane Roe, challenged Texas's abortion laws. Texas had a ban on abortions except when it could be carried out to save a mother's life. The case was rejected as the district attorney in Dallas, Henry Wade, defended the anti-abortion statute. In 1973, the case reached the Supreme Court on appeal. The Supreme Court recognized abortion as a constitutional right in the United States. The court also ruled that abortion would be legal up to the point of fetal viability. Fetal viability is the point at which a fetus can survive outside the womb, which at the time was considered to be around 28 weeks. But today, it is closer to 23 or 24 weeks owing to advances in medicine. There are 9 judges in the US Supreme Court, 6 of whom were appointed by Republican presidents. Former President Donald Trump, a Republican, had campaigned to overturn the right to abortion during his 4 years in charge. He appointed 3 justices, Neil Gorsuch in 2017, Brett Kavanaugh in 2018, and Amy Coney Barrett in 2020. That helped the top court in gaining a 6-3 conservative majority. The Guttmacher Institute says that years of research has shown that abortion bans severely impact people of marginalized groups who already struggle to access healthcare, including abortion. Michelle Bachelet, UN High Commissioner for Human Rights, says that the verdict represents a major setback for sexual and reproductive health across the United States. The United Nations Population Fund and the World Health Organization noted that a staggering 45% of all abortions around the world are unsafe, making the procedure a leading cause of maternal death. The UNFPA feared that more unsafe abortions will occur around the world if access becomes more restricted. Women's rights bodies have slammed the new verdict, calling it a horrifying decision with devastating consequences. Activists fear that the judgment could have a domino effect on other rights like contraception and same-sex marriage. Thirteen states have trigger bans in place, which means abortions are banned under most circumstances and come fully into effect with the overturning of the verdict. Women who seek an abortion will have to travel to states where it is legal, making it an expensive proposition and not available to all.